How's it going, Potty Squad? This is your host, Killer J, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. And this is my personal review of Monster Hunter Wilds, so sit back and relax. And don't forget to wash your hands when you take a shit, you nasty bastard. The graphics in this game are absolutely stunning to look at. I'm currently playing on a PC with a Ryzen 7 and a 4070 Super, so graphics in this game are absolutely intense. Everything pops and stands out. You know, all the colors, the monsters themselves look vibrant. Beautiful to look at, and the areas that you explore are absolutely breathtaking. From the different forests, you can go to the desert areas, and all the different camps that you meet and all the people you see are all varied and are really lively overall. I would say this is probably one of the best looking games I have played thus far in a while. Monster Hunter Wilds feels kind of like a combination of both Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise. It's got way more things to do in this game. It's not just about crafting and killing monsters. There's a lot more to it than that. As far as the gameplay itself goes, it is super lightning quick. So the movement speeds feel a lot better than in World. But there's a lot more verticality and stuff, in kind of like Monster Hunter Rise. You know, minus the bug that you had to use, the wire bug. You also get to traverse the area in a new mount system. It looks kind of like a fucking dinosaur, which is awesome. And my dinosaur, you can customize to your liking. My dinosaur just happens to look like Greymon from Digimon, so I'm very happy with that. Each individual fight that you go up against, they feel so varied. In fact, some of the returning monsters that you face up against, they feel different from their previous counterparts. So fighting a Rathalos or Rathian feels distinct versus what you fought in both Monster Hunter Worlds and Rise. This is a brand new experience. The entire world is one huge open map. Now, here's the thing though, it's not exactly open world because it's kind of like open zone, similar to other Monster Hunter games, but it's a lot more seamless. And what I mean by open zone is, yes, technically when you traverse, you don't actually have to skip away and do a loading screen. They cleverly disguise the loading screen as just simply telling you what area you're in. So it's a clever way of Capcom to say, hey, this is a fully open world game. But overall, you know, my experience with this game has been absolutely top-notch. I have loved this game. From the time I booted it up to even today, like, I still have not stopped. The constant grinding of hunting down monsters for their parts to craft ever better gear is so addicting. Like, there's not too many games that get you hooked quite like Monster Hunter. It is just beyond anything that I could even describe. You just have to play it for yourself to understand what I'm talking about. This is one of the biggest criticisms that I find that other people are having with this game, is the fact that they say that it's too easy. Now, I would say the answer is yes and no. It is easy to a certain extent. The main story itself is actually fairly easy. And especially for newcomers, it's a breath of fresh air. It's how you get and learn. But as every veteran Monster Hunter player knows, especially those fuckers at IGN, they ought to know that the campaign of this game is how they basically introduce you to the game. It's essentially a giant tutorial. After that, the real game opens up and you get high-rank monster quests. And let me tell you, high-rank monster quests are no slouch. Regardless of what you may hear, it is not easy. Especially when you're fighting tempered monsters, all the different legendary monsters. It is not easy by no means, but it is a lot more forgiving than, say, Monster Hunter World. And especially the older Monster Hunters is a lot more forgiving than those. I do have a few small issues with this game. My biggest issue is the campaign, and it feels like it's kind of holding your hand throughout the entire experience. But it's more or less them taking you to the next locale to fight new monsters, which I didn't care for, but at the same time I understood why. The second issue I have is the variety of monsters. There's a lot of different repeat themes, like for instance, you got 2 spiders in this game, and then you got 2 octopus monsters. So those are my negatives with the game. And when you first got the game on PC, it ran absolutely atrociously. However, Capcom has put out a patch, and has actually eliminated a lot of my problems. So, where previously, before the patch, I probably had close to 10 crashes and some weird graphical glitches, but ever since they updated it, I would say this game is running really stable, and I'm not running the latest hardware. I'm rocking a 4070 Super, so overall, if you are a PC player, just know that they have already patched the game multiple times, and it's very stable. I'm rocking a 4070 Super, and at the beginning I had close to 10 crashes, and I had a bunch of bugs and glitches, but ever since they updated it, it has been running flawlessly. Now I'm running a 4070 Super on my PC, so not the latest or greatest, but it runs smooth, it looks good, and I've got 0 complaints. So with that being said, guys, this game is fantastic, and if you haven't already thought about buying it, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. So go pick it up. It is an absolute masterpiece. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.